evening and welcome to a chilly evening of the Ohm Service Live. Are you deaf again there, sir?
I'm deaf.
You deaf.
Deaf.
Good evening, everybody. Hello, everybody on the replay as well. I hope you are well too. Hello, everybody in chat. Hello, Betty. Hello, BFG.
Hello, Mark.
Hello.
Hello,
Gaffer.
Chet. Hello, Stephen.
Hello, Billy Bob.
Billy Bob.
Billy Bob.
Oh, for sodding up. I knew it started with a B. Sorry, Betty.
What's going to be Betty's bollocks or something?
What? Big? No.
And the chair is already watching on replay. There you go.
Betty's big bouncing Betty bollocks.
AKA Swamp Ass. Well, that didn't take
I've
long.
got cream for that.
How are we all?
Apart from trying to thaw myself out for the last couple of days, yeah, I'm alright.
Yeah, how's Jules?
So, bless her.
You are kind of accident-prone family, aren't you, really?
No. She is.
Yeah, but you broke your foot.
Aye, but that was once in a blue moon that things like that happened to me. But yeah, Jules is a little bit accident prone. She forgets to lift her feet. Honest to goodness, I don't know how she does it. She'll get up, she'll stand up, but for some reason the brain doesn't tell the feet to move, and she tries to move forward, and the feet just don't move, and she goes, falls over. So she fell against the couch and broke her ribs.
Have you thought about wheels? You know, like chopping on the wheels.
No, if you put wheels on the couch, it'll just slide all over the carpet.
Instead of using the feet, though, she had wheels. Oh.
Should be a bike.
You're going to go straight to hell for that one!
Evil kid evil.
Oh, bless.
That's you sleeping with one eye open.
You're not kidding. You're a brave man.
Sorry,
You're a brave man.
She can't. The thing is, though, she can't run it, chase me. But she'll just do something.
And you're going to have to be careful making her laugh. Obviously, with her ribs.
Oh no, it's bad, to be honest with you. I mean, Jules has emphysema, as a majority of people know, and we're trying to cough and clear her lungs, kind of thing. It's you can see the pain etched on her face. She's holding her ribs, and she's and there's nothing you can do.
There's nothing.
Not a damn thing. So,
I mean, you can't even bind them up or anything like that.
No,
It's not good.
It's not good.
No.
So, BFG, you going to say hello to chat for us?
I certainly shall, you lovely man.
Because we've got an announcement to make after when you finish saying hello, haven't we?
We do. And she's in.
And she is.
So should we do it now?
Shall we do it?
Yes.
The full hog. Are we going to sing?
Oh, God, yes.
Oh, yes?
Oh, yes.
Go on then. I'll let you kick off then.
So, the lovely Alex Jade Robertson is with us this evening, and we want you to sing, clap, cheer, and generally celebrate the fact she's another year older, another wrinkle wiser, and possibly half an inch lower, but we won't mention that.
No.
So,
What, somebody let the air out of her tyres too.
oh, yes. So, boys, on three.
1, 2,
2, 3.
Happy birthday to you.
Whoa. That sounds like a bloody funeral dirge. Lighten it up.
Okay, sorry. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alex. Happy birthday to you. Oh!
Somebody shoot the fucking dog.
Damn.
Well, that's us lost about 30 viewers tonight. Thank you.
It could be worse.
Sorry, folks.
Happy birthday, Alex. I hope you've had a lovely day.
Huggles.
Uggles!
Right. Moving swiftly onwards. Mr. Richards, good evening, sir.
think
Darling.
I think somebody just threw a boot out the window.
God. It's probably Jules that she's seen that comment. Bronco Monk, good evening, sir. Craig Campbell, good evening. Dawn, hello.
Hello.
Frankomizer, good evening. Mr. Stone.
Mr.
Welcome.
Stone.
Thank you for giving me such a chuckle with that Facebook post he put up. If you had to describe the smell of your hometown, what would it be? And he put marijuana and canal water. Haribo, good evening. Ingvar, good evening. Jules, hello.
Big huggles for Jules.
Huge huggles. Hope you're feeling better,
But
darling.
we're
or at least
being very
comfortable.
delicate. We're being very delicate with huggles, though.
Yes. Friendly fingers. Mr. Anderson. Good evening, Growler. Raji, long time no see, dude. Simon, good evening. The legend that is Bill the Chair is with us.
Hello, chair. Hello.
And last but by no means least, the lovely vaping pasty. Evening, Dawn.
Huggles.
Right, and that's everybody on the participant list. So if you aren't there, I do apologise. I don't think I've missed anybody.
Andy Summers. Fist
And
bump.
did you just sneak in the back door, Andy?
Ooh.
Did you?
Comfy.
What the hell was that noise?
I'm getting old. It's so like now when I move, it's so like these weird sounds appear. I don't know where they come from. It's so like when I tie my shoelaces, it's
Yeah, the neighbours think you're having great sex, but it's not just you trying to get your socks on in the morning.
that's just me trying to get out of bed. What are you on about?
See, Alex, you've got all this to come. Ask Gareth, he's nearly there.
Did you say hello to Viking Vapor?
John, did I miss you? I do apologise, Viking Vapor. Good
Fist bump,
evening, sir.
kiddo.
As I said, the participant list depends on who's posted.
Yeah, it does depend on you.
So-
Yeah, who's participating?
Well, while you're all here, I just thought I'd best give you some heads up. If you've noticed that we've got the little that Oxford sign. Well, we're being powered by Oxford. At the end of every month, we will be doing and on this month there will be 2. So just thought I'd give you all the heads up.
It's an Oxford.
Yeah, the winning prize is an Oxford Origin X. You get a baseball cap, a T-shirt, and you get some Origin X coils as well. So I thought I'd just let you all know prior. So that'll be on the 25th.
It will be. Stevie, Black Country Vapor, sorry, mate, you didn't
Fist
appear on
bump.
the... There we
Yes.
are, sir.
Shit myself when you said that. Stevie, I was like, what have I done?
And Donna,
Hello, Donna.
I'm here from Arkansas, USA. Bless you. I'm taking it. It's a bit cool.
And that monkey looks like it's farting.
Over coffee, which is
No,
just
it's
wrong.
just, no, it's just trying to cool the coffee down. 'Cause it's burning.
Or has it warmed the coffee up?
Banana farts. I'm still looking for the Oxford sign.
You what, sorry?
I'm still looking for the Oxford sign.
Well,
That's
if
the-
you look above you,
went, it's
above you,
above there,
that's
above-
your sign, then you've got BFG, then your logo, then Oxford.
You said it's up there. It's not. You're fucking lying.
It is on my screen. It's just there.
Gee, you never said it was on the screen. You just said up there, and I've been looking, and there's nothing up there. Jules will come up here and say that ceiling needs painted now. Fuck.
Stop it.
I'll send you a sticker so you can put it on the ceiling.
What?
Oh no, I've got one. Oh, did you? Did you get the one at Christmas actually? From
I
Oxford?
eventually got that one, yeah.
Big bloody
Oh no, I
window-
didn't get that. No,
Look
I
at
got a
that.
little
They-
round
they
little
sent-
sticker.
They sent us the big window cling things.
Ah,
It was Santa and snowmen and stuff. But when you look close, they were holding a fucking Velocity or an Origin X. So I'm not putting that in the window.
Chris Doyle, Miss Button matey. Hope
Good
you're all
evening.
well and good. He was looking for tyres. Did you successfully get some winter tyres?
Just learn how to drive your Golf properly, you moron.
No need.
What? He only stays 2 minutes up the road from me and he can't drive in the snow. God sake.
There's a
heli-
helicopter in the chat as well.
There is. He's in the
Helicopter!
I say.
Mr. Prolapse.
How you doing, kiddo? So look at Chris Doyle.
Poor Chris.
So say if it was that bad snow, why didn't you put chains on them? I thought that's what you did in when it was really snowing. You put chains on your tyres.
No, they start singing then.
I used to like that.
Good man. I used to like Betty. That's awesome. Right. Can we have the news bumper? Because I think
News
this...
bumper.
Ooh. Right. This news broke on the 8th, and it was a little out of left field, to be honest. The European Commission has had a little mishap. Somebody's leaked their beating cancer plan, and it has caused some consternation, to say the least. UK VIA has responded to it, saying it's deeply concerned that the European Commission is seeking to ban flavoured e-liquids in a move that would undermine the public health potential of vaping. Speaking after the document leaked, it was added that it believes the EU plans for a tobacco-free generation will increase controls on e-cigarettes, despite their proven value in smoking cessation efforts. Now, it's detailed. This is from a leak, so there's no, we're not 100% sure whether this is legit. But apparently, the latest EU plan includes the following proposals. They want to classify vape products as tobacco. They want plain packaging, as with tobacco. They want a full flavour ban. Additional taxation. Further restrictions on advertising, promotion, sponsorship, and internet and social media. A ban on vaping in outdoor spaces in line with the prohibitions on smoking. Somehow clamping down on underage sales that are already illegal, boys. Better enforce legislation on smoking cessation campaigns, whatever that means. And then implementing a track and trace system. So what they're going to do, stick a homing device in your vape pen? This is absolutely ridiculous. So the quote from John Dunn, who's the Director General, they are seriously concerned by the reports that the European Commission is considering such regressive action, which is likely to reduce the positive impact that vaping has on people's lives. While we completely support efforts to combat the scourge of cancer in our society, the creation of artificial barriers to harm reduction products is clearly counterproductive. Adult smokers must be empowered to make positive change rather than discouraged. And he also added, it's vital the UK now take advantage of the legislative and regulatory independence afforded by Brexit to safeguard this country's proportionate evidence-based approach to vaping. Now, in response, 2 days later, the Parliament Special Committee on Beating Cancer, BECA, which is the European, the chairperson, why do I do this? Bartosz Arlewicz, over the last few years, fighting cancer has been high on the Parliament's agenda, culminating in setting up our Special Committee on Beating Cancer. In the midst of COVID-19 pandemic, we cannot forget about the disease that kills 1.3 million Europeans every year, and for which there is no vaccination that can eliminate it altogether. The Commission has set in plants to treat emerging products such as e-cigarettes like smoking, restrict outdoor use of these devices, adopt plain packaging, and ban almost all flavours. It contends this is necessary to prevent young people taking up the vaping. Are we hearing a similar theme there?
Well, I mean, let's face it. If it is true, or if it is slightly true, if certain parts are slightly true, this is very draconian way about it. They'll just destroy it completely.
Does it remind you of something else that seems to be happening over
Oh yes,
the pond?
There's definite. I'm just intrigued that they've gone for the think of the children approach. Yeah, I'm finding it.
But when you read that, somehow clamping down at underage sales that are already illegal.
Well, this is it. I mean,
to be honest with you, I can't. Me personally, I can't see how places like Germany will put up with that.
Well, it'd be interesting because this is the actual article gets quotes from the Polish, the French, yeah. But it points out a German language blog points out a good example of the negative impact of imposing higher levels of taxation on reduced harm products can be seen in the US state of Minnesota. Due to the continual negative anti-vape campaign there, the sin tax has resulted in more smokers, strengthening the tobacco industry, the pharmaceutical industry, and harming public health. So the evidence is out there. So where they're going to get this from, I have no idea. Haribo's comment, I don't need another tracking chip. I've already had my COVID jab. Don't start. Evening, John.
It's worrying. I've got to admit, it is really worrying at the present moment. Because let's face it, all right, I know we're in the UK and it's so like, yeah, but it's like the old saying with America. America has a sneeze, we get the cold.
Well, this is my concern is that, yes, we are looking at streamlining our vape rules, the legislation on vaping. But you've still got to take into account there is a lot of British industry out there that is vape related that will be wanting to export. And don't forget, Ireland is now classed as Europe.
Well, it is, yeah. But also, another thing, it's like in Poland, there are loads of e-liquid manufacturers there that are owned by Big Tobacco that are actually in Poland. And they do a lot of the, the white label stuff. The mass bulk of what e-liquids basically are white labels. That's going to say it'll hit them something rotten.
Well, yeah. I mean, there was something else that Chris kindly posted in the Ohm Service chat. And if I can find the link for it, I will. Where is it? Here we are, the SoulOhm crew chat. And it's a post from Fogstar.
Yeah, about the...
about the batteries, supply of batteries.
Yeah. There is currently a severe international battery shortage and reserve stocks are quickly becoming depleted, which that was the first I'd heard of it.
First I'd heard of it. Yeah, I got the email from Fogstar.
Now, Fogstar are saying because they are a Molicel partner, that they are a priority and can supply Molicel batteries. And they're, very happy that this is the case. They've seen footage of several Chinese factories on fire as they rush to create fake re-wrapped batteries due to the current demand. We've also seen evidence of several large re-wrapping companies ordering Samsung top caps to be placed on top of cheaper Chinese batteries. So keep an eye out, guys.
The
If
moral
you,
of the story is only buy your batteries from a reputable company.
Because that's just going to add, well, pardon the pun, but that's just going to add fuel to the fire. If people are having to buy cheap, shitty batteries, and God forbid a battery vents in a vaping device, it's just going to split us again, isn't it? To be honest.
oh, it is. I mean, but the thing to remember is, if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. You know,
We're not sponsored by Fogstar or anything like that, but I highly recommend Fogstar.
Yeah.
Highly
yeah,
recommend them.
And Molicel are the only batteries that are actually safe, well, registered for using safely in vaping devices, aren't they?
Well, I look at it this way when it comes to Molicels. If it's good enough for Dyson, it's good enough for me. And that's all that all Dyson products use are Molicel batteries. Mr. Anderson, very interesting comment there. Track and trace vape, register so if a kid is found with your vape, you go to jail. Oh, so the armed goon squad can find you to seize your mod when they ban it in a year or two. What do you think?
interesting. Interesting point. You know, John's made an interesting one as well. There has been some great concern about the EU and its funding. There's been lots of debate over whether it can actually carry on. So that will be interesting. Obviously, with COVID and everything impacting European business and different issues, be interesting. Will be interesting. I do think Mr. Anderson's comment is it's a point for thought, that one. Yeah, very rare politicians do something without an ulterior motive, which I know sounds a bit conspiracy theory, but look at the NHS reforms. Yeah, they've been announced today, and we're in the middle of COVID.
Yeah.
As was pointed out, the NHS is on its knees at the minute. Yeah. So you promise some form of reform that's going to improve things. What do you think the public's going to do? Lap it up. So it's going to be interesting. Interesting times. Oh, there we are. Molicel also powered DeWalt products.
And Shark.
Baby Shark. Sorry.
And Rampant Rabbits.
Really?
No, I just thought I'd just slip that in there. Get it?
Hey!
Oh, Jags jokes.
Can you imagine the thousands of irate women if they couldn't get batteries, eh?
It's gone quiet, mate.
I think I'm definitely getting my head kicked in tonight.
Not one thing for just going to find you in a compromised position.
Saying that, I saw someone posted something up on Facebook, and it was about women and playing golf. That was a dangerous one. I'm just quoting somebody. This is not my opinion. They're crap at drives, but they're really good at irons.
Oh,
yeah, I thought,
my goodness.
Whoever posted that one was so like, you brave.
That's not the kind of thing that Viking Vapor would post up.
John? No.
Either John or Chris Henderson. They're the two kind of brave buggers that can post those kind of things. I think it's just because they live in different countries that they know they're not going to get a swift kick in the knackers.
No, it's far too dangerous a game for my taste, young man. Indeed.
Well, getting back to what you were saying about Europe is in shock, I think, with us leaving.
Well,
I don't think they thought that we was going to do it.
Not only that, but they also gave themselves some serious embarrassment by invoking Clause 16 and then a couple of hours later actually having to go on record as saying we should never have even considered it. There's some proper problems at the minute. I mean, Ireland's got empty shelves. There's exporters from Britain. I was listening to a very, very informative thing on Radio 4. Just small businesses in England supplying cheese of all things, yeah, regional delicacies, and apparently what was a thriving export business to Ireland is now dead because they cannot meet all the bureaucratic criteria to actually get the products across there. So the Irish buyers are going to Southern Ireland. Well, Northern Irish buyers are going to Ireland, if you will, and purchasing from there. So it's just one shot in the foot followed by another at the minute.
Whose fault is that, though? Is that the UK's fault or European fault?
Both. The European Commissioner was coming across, the leader of the European Commission was coming across to try and discuss ways that these issues could be stopped. Because it's not just the European side, it's our side as well.
Yeah.
You know, the amount of paperwork and things. You've got meat manufacturers, because they can't provide vet certificates for the animals that they're trying to move. They've got tons and tons of meat just rotting in France because it won't be allowed into the union.
It's like what that I was saying these earlier on before we became live. I mean, the company I work for, even you trying to ship something out of the UK on a pallet, you must supply the certificate to prove that that pallet has been fumigated and heat treated before it'll be allowed outside the UK. The amount of stuff pallet wise that's been returned back to European distributors over the last few weeks is horrendous. If you don't have the right paperwork, it ain't moving. It really is getting to the ridiculous stage. I mean, and it's reflecting on the business that I work for. So if it's reflecting badly, on us with the way our parts supply is coming into the UK, it's going to affect thousands and thousands of businesses. Just because, I mean, nothing's changed really. Okay, we've come out of Europe, but nothing's changed. We're still doing the same shit that we did.
Yeah, exactly.
6 weeks ago. But now, because we've come out of Europe, they turn and say, no, we need that paperwork. But wait a minute, you're using the same pallets and stuff that we're using. So
basically, would you say that this is a tit for tat?
Very much
or
so.
You're not part of our club anymore, and we're going to make it as difficult as possible?
Yeah, very much so. But I think at the end of the day, the losers out of this are going to be Europe. End of. It's as simple as that.
Well, I don't know. I disagree. I think the losers are going to be me and you. Joe Blogs.
Well, yeah, it always is.
Well, the prices and shit are going to go up, isn't it? So at the end of the day, yeah, that's going to happen. But
big time. I mean, when Brexit kicked in, meat prices rose, and everybody was, it's just it's teething troubles. It'll soon drop. I'm not seeing a drop.
Still early though.
Me personally, I hope that the UK will actually start producing more. Because I was watching a program about it, and the actual production of food that we make here in the UK is less now than when it was before the war, before the Second World War. Because after the Industrial Revolution kicked off in the UK, slowly and surely, the actual production of food manufacturing dropped, and it dropped big time. When we hit the Second World War, that's where we had to, dig for England, dig for victory and all that kind of stuff. And then obviously we had a big surge of increase in farming and all that kind of agricultural stuff, things like that. Then it peaked round about the 80s. And then from the 90s onwards, it has dropped drastically. So we was importing more and more from towards the end of the 80s to now. So I'm hoping that obviously with us leaving the EU, that our actual manufacturing side of things, agriculture and all that, will actually increase.
I would point out, though, that there is now less agricultural land available due to the building booms and the increase in population in the country. Yeah. So are we getting to the point where that isn't going to be an option? You know, it's starting to. It makes you think stuff like this, doesn't it? I mean, Scotland. To be honest, Steve, you're laughing. I mean, the population density in Scotland is ridiculous when you compare it to England and well, even Wales has got a lower population per kilometre than England.
You've got what, about 5.5 million in Scotland in total, something like that. I mean,
There's
people
only just a bit more people in Scotland than there is in the whole of Yorkshire. That's how densely populated Yorkshire is.
Let's have a look. Bit of Google foo.
Harry Bell, me too.
Good girl.
Us folk up here, we are staying north of the wall.
Wow.
Right.
Jon Snow.
So in Scotland, it's 177 per square mile. Yeah. In Yorkshire and Humber, it's 888 per square mile. When you go down to the east of England, well, in London, it's 13,466 people per square mile.
It must all be like that.
That's what I'm thinking. Wales, as I said, is 383, so it's roughly just over double of Scotland. But when you consider the actual land size of Wales compared to Scotland...
But you've got to remember up here, we've got a lot of land that's totally uninhabitable, though.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
But even at that, it's... Yeah, the population's pretty sparse up here.
I
So
mean,
when you guys emigrating over the wall, then?
I'm getting tempted, so. Problem is, I know as soon as I set my foot into Scotland, I'm going to get my head kicked in for being a Sassenach.
That's a fallacy. That shit don't happen.
You sure? You know my sense of humour.
Honestly, good. I mean, the Glaswegian folk. Don't get me wrong. We've got a bad rep. We have had for years, but a friendlier bunch of people you never meet.
I love Glasgow. Been up there a few times for trade shows when I worked on the railways, and we would fight to get onto that trade show stand because the night out, we used to stop for like 3 days, 2 nights. Both nights in Glasgow were epic. The second day, you were sick as a dog, but you were still smiling because you knew you were back out on the lash. And some of the banter between the tables in the pub, you know, you get what appeared to be various generations of families sat around the table. The piss taking didn't stop.
The only thing is, though, it should come with subtitles.
I found after about half an hour, it wasn't too bad. You got used to it. And
you started speaking Swahili as well as the locals.
It's the speed of the patter.
Yeah.
That's something I am always wary of. And it's something that it's kind of been instilled into me since my early 20s because the job that I do, I'm speaking with a lot of English counterparts. I'm on training courses in England, so it got to the stage where you'd be in a class, and you'd be asked something, and you would reply, and the instructor would be like, "Huh?" He had not got a clue. He didn't know what the hell you were saying. So I do have a tendency to speak slightly slower, but the more alcohol I consume, forget it. It's kicked up into fifth gear, doing 6,000 RPM, and I'm off. And you get people that get...
Bill, I wouldn't worry about Rajit, mate. That's just Rajit.
Yeah, Shebogan always does it like that. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, mate.
Don't upset us. You leave our little Shebogan alone. He's fine.
He needs a cuddle, bless him.
Yeah. We've got friends, Jan's best friend, Kaz. They're all from originated from Scotland. And it's interesting because Kaz she's lived most of her life around where I live. And when she's obviously talking to us, she's kind of the same kind of speech and everything. But when she talks to her mum, all of a sudden it just totally changes.
I'm the same though when I go back up the northeast.
Hi, Scott. Fist bump.
You know, it either depending on where I am. If I'm in Stockton and that the Yorkshire accent gets stronger, and God help me if I go up to Newcastle, because you end up picking up Geordie no matter what. You cannot help it. It's like being a sponge. You're just surrounded by all this prime Geordiness, and it just goes. Yeah. I mean, 1 minute you're normal, and the next minute you sound like you're a founder member of Jossie's Giants.
Biker.
Groove.
Oh, it takes me about 2 days to get over it. It's unreal.
I mean, I lived in Gateshead for about 6-7 months. Oh, I loved it.
It's brilliant.
Absolutely loved it.
And Biker itself, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. It's maybe not the prettiest of areas, but by God, there's some characters up there. There really is, man. And
there really is. See, already.
Going down Shields, it's awesome.
Are you alright, Ant and Dick?
There is some cracking chip shops down there. And some damn good nightclubs. Some very friendly young ladies. Oh, there we are. Lived in Torbay since 1997. My accent does get stronger after being up for a couple of days.
It does, you revert back to your natural accent because you're with your native people, I suppose, if you want to put it like that. So your native tongue does come out, and I think especially Glaswegians, because Glaswegians speak 10 to the dozen anyway. I mean, it's like rapid fire. And if you don't speak at the same speed that they're speaking, you can't hold a conversation because it's coming from all angles, you know, and you have just got to kick it up a gear and just go for it.
Well, when I was a kid, I mean, I had the opposite problem. We obviously came back over from South Africa, and we moved into a Derbyshire mining village. And I learned very quickly, unless you sounded like the rest of the kids, you've got a kick in the knackers. So you learn how to pick up stuff very quickly when that's the case. The problem is, though, you end up doing it accidentally. If I'm speaking to somebody, say, with a Scouse accent, you end up just mimicking them.
Yeah, but sometimes you get that look as if to say, you taking the piss.
No, I can't help it.
Yeah, the brain just it becomes just that big sponge and it just soaks everything in. So when it's coming in, it's got to come straight back out again.
This is it. You can in Doom Tune. Bless you. Hiya, Fee. How are you doing? Oh, well, what time are we on?
Nearly 8:10. That's all.
I think. Oh, Craig says, I was in McDonald's in Glasgow with my brother and my mate, asked for no ice in my drink. My brother turned around and said I said it in an English accent. What?
Well, the thing is, I mean, the famous one is, I mean, if nobody's seen it, go and look at it. There's a comedy show called Burniston. And when they get into the lift.
11.
And don't get me wrong, it is. I mean, there's a woman on, I think she's got a video on YouTube. And she asked Alexa to play Something's Cooking in My Kitchen by Dana.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't play it till she did it. I think she did it in an American accent, and it started to play it, and she's shouting it, Alexa, you're nothing but a cow.
Saying that when we was at Expo, we was all sat round at the Premier Inn, and I can't remember who had the actual device, but can you remember the one that you could talk to?
Oh, yeah. It was, it's...
was it yours? I know.
Josie's Vic. when Vic took it, and he said, I don't know what you've done to this, Jules, and I said, Vic, turn it round. Like that. Fuck.
See, we all make mistakes.
Yeah, but
even
that
Vic.
yeah, it was Steve Dave. He bought one first, and then Jules went away and bought one, and the two of them, lights on, lights off, lights on, and volume up.
Didn't take off, did it? That one?
No.
No, didn't take off.
Wonder why.
Was it the Avenger?
I can't remember who did it. Was it Smock?
No, it wasn't Smock. God, it's in here someplace. Purple burglar alarm. First time there's been a murder.
If you get chance,
Eye
the eye
joy.
joy.
Tolmac, fist bump.
Thank
Joy
you,
Avenger.
dude.
Yeah. Cheers, Al.
That's it, the Eye Joy Avenger.
Well, that was a nightmare, that thing.
If you get chance, just do Google Burnistown, the elevator. Sometimes called 11.
11.
And it is one of the funniest sketches you've seen. The way it ends is just superb. Freedom.
Yeah, cow.
Oh, is that talk, is it? That was brilliant. Right, well, it's 10 past. I think we better slip in the main topic and pretend we know what we're doing.
Oh, we're doing it. Ah, right. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh,
Right, main topic. Woo!
No, we just winged it a bit.
Des, fist bump.
Hey, Des. Oh, man.
So, we're doing it.
doing
SoundTracks
it.
Volume 2.
Dum, dum,
Dum, dum, dum,
dum.
dum.
So we did discuss a lot of musical and film soundtracks last week, and it was going so well. We didn't touch on half of it, and we had a chat on Monday, and the amount of TV soundtracks that we started discussing was ridiculous, wasn't it?
We never even really touched on it. It was only the very tip of the iceberg, wasn't it, really?
Yeah. UK
Oh, God,
Andy,
yeah.
fist bump.
Andy,
Hi, Des.
Well, I was watching House. I rewatched the whole series, and did you know something? I forgot how many good tracks of music that was in that.
what was the same with Suits?
Shane.
You know, there was some absolutely cracking stuff. There's mixes and covers that, and I think it's quite a modern thing, seem to sort of come into the charts. You know, I mean, Ally McBeal, I think, is the first one I can think of where music from the TV series came across into the charts, didn't it?
Well, you've also, I mean, Sopranos as well.
Was that before or after Ally? Because Ally was, what,
Yeah.
late 90s?
I think it was around about the same time, actually.
Elizabeth?
No, Alan McBeal was before it.
Hey, Elizabeth. Buggles.
And then you Buffy the Vampire Slayer as well. Although I think majority of it was American bands, a lot of unknown American bands. That was a lot of the soundtrack stuff. Same with Angel as well.
Yeah, Darling Violetta, Sanctuary, the theme.
Oh, I love it. Na, 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 na.
Charmed, that was another show that had a lot of background bands playing as well.
Well, they also had the end scene of the series in the earlier series where you had the band in the nightclub, didn't you? So you had like the Cranberries were there and bits and pieces. Life on Mars.
Yeah, Life on
definitely.
Mars. Yeah, definitely.
If you're looking for a soundtrack that grabs a decade, the 70s, that's it. And it also has, we were talking about this on Monday. It's lovely when you've got sound bites. You know, the Life on Mars soundtrack has got loads of Gene Huntisms in it. And that's something they picked up from the movies, because if you look at Pulp Fiction.
Oh, yeah, they've definitely taken that Pulp Fiction
sort of vibe, haven't they? Yeah.
I mean, even going to your CSIs, your NCSIs, basically that's the Who's album, Who's Who into, or Who's Next album.
Oh God, yeah. But I mean, you've got to say Tarantino has to be the biggest. I have a joke. Oh God, Almighty, Ratchet.
But I mean, we can go to his modern day. I mean, the classic theme tune of the modern era is Game of Thrones. Surely.
I'm not doing it.
Go on,
No,
go on,
no.
go on, do it. That was uncalled for.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
You know not there, Jon Snow.
But how many times has that one theme been remixed?
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, you go on YouTube and type in Game of Thrones thing. Blow me out.
I'll tell you one as well. The Witcher.
Yeah.
Toss a coin to your Witcher. That has been remixed umpteen. I mean, the metal versions of that's actually on YouTube are absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Toss a
know.
Ooh.
Is that the two-finger remix?
Yeah.
But going
Guardians of the
back to
Galaxy.
even earlier, theme tunes, Bagpuss. I can hear that Bagpuss and I instantly turn 5-year-old.
I can't even remember the theme tune for Bagpuss.
Ding,
Go on,
ding,
go on,
ding,
Mark.
ding.
Ding,
Once upon a time.
ding, ding,
Not so long ago.
ding, 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 ding.
They lived.
Oh, he just instantly took. I'm just a little boy again. Sorry, I've got a thing for
It was a
Bagpuss.
strange
Sorry.
little shop. Never sold anything.
Oh, Gareth, you're not kidding. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh
That
God,
theme
yeah.
tune is absolutely fantastic.
You know a theme tune that always put a smile on my face? Happy Days.
Yeah.
Really?
Happy days. Monday,
As soon as that theme tune started to play,
Thursday, Friday, happy days.
Saturday,
There's-
Friday.
Sorry, mate. The chat's come up with some crackers there. Bod.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Derek Griffiths. Then you had Button Moon.
Yeah.
The Trumpton theme, which is a
At the
classic.
Engine.
The theme tune to X-Files. Mark Snow.
Yeah.
Yes. And I would add with that one, the Equalizer, the original Equalizer. Edward Woodward.
Iwa woo woo.
Yeah, Des is playing the Vandervalk.
Yeah.
And the other one I would raise with that is Harry's Game.
Yeah, definitely.
That was such a haunting song.
Planad.
Postman Pat, Craig, and actually saying that, the Middlesbrough remix of Postman Pat, again, to be found on YouTube, but not played in front of children, is awesome.
Do you know what? There was a TV theme tune that really bloody disappointed me. It was the start of Space 1999. You get the very start of it, you get that kind of orchestra,
Yeah.
arrangement right at the very start, and then it goes into that twangy guitar stuff, and you're like,
Yeah,
I
bit,
love
bit
that.
too much wah-wah and disco for
Yeah.
me.
it was too. I don't think my spacesuit on. I'm going for
I enjoyed it, but it wasn't anywhere near the theme tune to Joe 90.
Oh, Joe 90 was ace.
Dum 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 dum. I'd never seen Joe 90
Oh,
at all.
Dawn. Sorry to interrupt you, but Dawn, yes, I've got both albums of Not the 9 o'clock News.
It was last week, wasn't it? After the show, and we were chatting away, and I said to you, I had an album from years ago. It was remixes of Jerry Anderson theme tunes. If anybody's interested, go. There's a lot of them on YouTube. It's called Power Themes of the 90s, I think it was.
Yeah, it
And
is.
it was basically all Jerry Anderson theme tunes with a little bit of a remix kind of thrown in.
Yeah, but that Joe 90 sounded like a porn track.
Yeah, only you thought of that though.
No, it was actually BFG that thought it first.
Oh, yeah.
What about Crocodile Shoes?
Well, yes.
That was an
Crocodile Shoes.
awesome album, actually.
Well, it was around that sort of time where the marketing boys for whatever seemed to latch onto the idea of the merchandising with the music, wasn't it? Because you'd got Crocodile Shoes, you could get Soldier, all the absence albums from Robson and Jerome. Yeah,
And then there was Heartbeat.
Yeah, that should be burnt
Oh God, yeah.
Can you remember Heartbeat?
Oh yeah,
with Nick Berry.
Nick Berry originally, yeah, wasn't it?
yeah. But I mean, Steve's just mentioned the Professionals and Minder. You can, and it's available on Amazon. There is an album of all the supporting music for the Sweeney.
Really?
So not just the themes, but you know those 70s sort of dits that used to play. But
Ninfield stuff.
I mean, the incidental music in TV, a lot of that, you get that wrong, and you seem to find that the TV show bombs.
Well,
Whereas,
I'm going to say I've noticed more recent, more modern TV series now are changing. They are more, the soundtracks are more theatrical. A hell of a lot more theatrical. It's not just the BBC's Radiophonics Workshop anymore.
With the stylophone.
With my mug. Yes.
be awesome.
But then again, saying that, I mean, look at shows the likes of, I think you mentioned it before, Mark, Stranger Things, who went, because the show's kind of set in the 80s, they went for more of that electronic theme.
Oh, yeah.
And it works. It's absolutely fantastic.
Oh, I love Stranger Things.
But Fee's just thrown up Sex in the City. That was another one. Great, absolutely brilliant music for the show. But the supporting music was just as important. It was absolutely brilliant. Alan Parsons Project clips. Really, Bill? I never knew that.
I'm looking at Christopher Lee does death metal.
Oh, dumb.
The proper
It is
Doctor
quite
Who
good.
theme, yes, I love the original theme tune.
American Graffiti was another one that, you know, it brought that nostalgic look at music up, really, almost, American Graffiti, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because it was a lot of rock and roll, wasn't it? But, I mean,
if we're
when it
talking films, it's like what we said about 2001: A Space Odyssey. You can't not think 2001: Space. Without
God,
thinking
yeah.
of it.
What you doing, Dave?
yeah, Daisy's never going to be the same.
Exactly.
But, I mean, chat, you've given us some brilliant ones so far. What for you? I mean, forget Top of the Pops, because obviously that was charts. But when it comes to the TV, what programs do you remember for the music? So we've had Life on Mars. Ashes to Ashes would be in there as well.
Oh, definitely.
I'm going to be a big kid now and say I love the Toy Story theme. That album is actually pretty damn good.
You've got a friend.
And you should check out some of the Disney ones are actually very good as well.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, some of the likes of Aladdin and stuff like that.
Oh,
they're
my two favourite films is Chitty Chitty Bang Bang for the music and Mary Poppins. I love them.
Des, I Love You, Starsky and Hutch.
That bit where Huggy Bear comes in.
That was brilliant. But I mean, Kojak. Quincy, those sort of theme tunes, I hear the opening bars to Quincy and I'm there.
What,
I-
on the slab?
News round.
Oh, it's,
John Craven's news round. Oh, those were the days.
Remember, just you mentioned newsround. Can you remember when they redid the Blue Peter theme tune and it was Mike Oldfield?
Mike Oldfield,
Yeah.
yeah.
because they had the Hill Street Blues, another cracker.
Oh, yeah.
I love that program. Loved that program back in the day.
Some mothers do have them. Well, if we're doing that one, the Liver Birds, the Scaffold,
Oh,
Liverpool
yeah.
Birds. Do 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 do. Magnum PI.
Yeah.
Well, may I
Another
be
good
cheeky?
one, Airwolf.
Oh,
Well, if you're going to do that, A-Team's got to be in there.
Oh, yeah.
Right, do the theme tune then.
No, I'm
Oh,
not
it's
doing
badass.
it. No.
Because that gets right out the top of my head. It's went-
Dun, 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 dun.
If you can find them, maybe you can hire the
The
80.
A-Team.
Pink Panther. Now that, especially the cartoon, with a dun, 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 dun.
Knight Rider as well.
Yeah, Knight Rider.
Oh.
Mission
See-
Impossible has got to be one at the top. You can't help but instantly take you back.
Dum,
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 dum.
dum, 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 diddle-oo.
And when
Oh, Chips! Can you remember? I used to love the bit. Chips will be back after the break.
Chips, I
The
can't
two
remember the
motorcyclists.
theme tune. Yeah, I remember the thing, but I don't remember the theme tune. Now the $6 Million Man. Do, 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 do. Charlie's Angels as well.
Too many doo-doos.
There's a lot of doo-doos. Oh, Grumpy. Gling, gling, gling. Doo-doo-doo, gling, gling, gling. I love Totally Unexpected.
And the Fall Guy. That was another one.
Yeah.
That was my Sunday evening when the Fall Guy came on. I knew I could watch the Fall Guy, but then I was going to get oiked into the bath for school. But Twin Peaks.
Another good one was, can you remember Cell Block H?
Oh God, yes.
Never brings me roses.
See, Shane Gibson, I would completely agree. The best theme song being MASH, but I would say the remix the cover by Manic Street Preachers. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was good, that.
Oh, Batman.
Yeah, Crockett's theme. Blooming cracking one, that.
Oh,
BJ and the Bear. Bloody hell, days.
that's going back a bit. Danger Mouse.
Danger
Yes.
Mouse.
And yet, as cheesy as it was, you couldn't help but tap your feet to that. Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah.
Why is it when the bloody Hawaii 5-0 theme tune comes on, everybody thinks it's fucking a dragon boat?
Yep.
Because that's what they did.
It was the drums at the start, though, that sort of. I did, and a lot of these were the American ones because the British ones were all fairly staid. I mean, you got the likes of The Good Life,
Oh, yeah.
which was just so cheesy. Robin's Nest. The only one I could think of that was ever any good was The Big Apple. I think it was called The Big Apple. It was a sitcom about advertising company. And it was a bit of classical music, but they reworded it. Nancy is a junior secretary. Da, 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 da. And it was brilliant. Edge of Darkness. That was John Carpenter, wasn't it?
Yeah.
the double deckers on Saturday. I don't remember the double deckers. Littlest Hobo.
Oh, the littlest bowl. Oh, that was nice. Every stop I make a new friend. Just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna settle down. Until tomorrow, I guess I'm moving on. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Hez has just taken me back to the 70s. Why don't you?
Oh, why don't you? I used to love that.
Oh, rhubarb and custard. And the banana splits. If you like the original banana splits, listen to the Dickies version, because that is awesome.
You talked about the Likely Lads. I used to. What was it called now? I am HAPPY.
Only when I laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Taxi.
Pigeon Street.
Black Beauty. What's the fuck Black Beauty theme tune? Oh god, it's my bloody head, mate.
The Clangers.
Can you remember when we were kids? They used to have that kind of. Yeah, the kind of Saturday kind of like matinee type shows on in the morning, and it was like, see, the Larry Buster Crab,
Flash Gordon,
and you had the Flashing Blade and all that kind of stuff. They're the theme tunes that I can remember. But see, if somebody asked me to, hum it now, I couldn't do it, but it's still in there.
Now Shane's just mentioned Black Beauty. That was ruined for me by the Goodies, because they had a celebrity farm, and Tony Blackburn was down in the meadow where the wind blows free. Din, 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 goes a lightning tree. That's going back a bit. My namesake starred in that, Steve Hodson. Top Cat. Badoo, badoo, boom.
Hong Kong Phooey.
Spot the cat.
See, and this is what I love about TV music. It just, more so with the TV stuff than the film soundtracks, it takes you back. You are instantly there. Was it the Duchess of Waldorf? Duchess of Duke Street? That used to be on before Doctor Who. And the end titles to that always gets me excited, because I'm waiting for Tom Baker to arrive. And the other one was it Howard's Way?
Oh, blooming heck, Howard's Way, yeah. They used to build blooming sailing boats.
Yeah.
And the Oneiden line.
The Oneiden line.
Oh,
God, yes.
Andy Bugger Off. White horses.
That was awesome. They all showed those in the school holidays, didn't they? The Flashing Blade and the White Horses.
Yeah. Don't even start about that. The school holidays pish, because we spoke about that.
Where's the gummage?
Us poor buggers in Scotland still had shit TV for 2 weeks to use. Buggers in England went in school holidays in the summertime. We crap TV. So
now Ren and Stimpy, I used to enjoy.
Never really watched Ren and Stimpy.
It was like an anarchic version of Pinky and the Brain, really.
I used to watch Beavis and Butthead.
Now that did have some cracking music, but only because they were on MTV. But
the only one I can really watch, like an adult kind of cartoony type thing, was South Park. And even then, I watched it for a few seasons and I got bored with it.
See, but
there's another one. South Park had some fantastic music in it as well at times.
Oh, Chocolate Salty Balls. I want to lay you down. I want to lay you down, Kathy Lee Gifford. Make sweet love.
I'm sorry, Kyle's mum's my favourite.
Oh,
Well.
Oh, how? Bow, 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 how.
And you're talking about theme tunes and things like that. If it wasn't for Take Heart and all the music of the day, I would have got into Pink Floyd.
Mm-hmm. Oh, moonlighting. Some walk by night. I'll... Yes, thoroughly enjoyed that one. The Forest Rangers.
Andy, you've lost me with the Forest Rangers.
The
Yeah, I'm
Forest
lost.
Rangers.
Lesbian Seagull. That's not Finger Bobs, is it? Finger Bobs.
Finger Bob.
Finger Bob. Sorry, no, Finger Mouse, wasn't it? That was that one.
Yeah, Finger Mouse.
Finger Mouse. I am the
Finger Bob's a totally different thing. That's a different show altogether.
No, it's not.
Finger
Finger Bobs was the name of the show. Finger Mouse was the name of the puppet. Because there was
Puppet was about fucking paper with ears on it.
Well, what was
Yeah,
the
and his
name
white in his grey glove, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It
That was the
when
seagull.
you think about it, that was a freaky child's blooming TV show.
Oh God, yeah. Oh, now
Oh, the Clanad one, Robin of Sherwood. Home, the hooded man. Doo-doo.
the whole album of that was awesome.
Oh,
I've still got that
Rent-A-Ghost.
somewhere.
I used
Oh,
to
Rent-A-Ghost.
love Rent-A-Ghost. I like the original
House needs
Rent-A-Ghost. It just went a bit silly towards the end.
Yeah, with Timothy Claypool and Miss Popov.
Yeah, the original was Timothy.
From Coronation Street.
The original was Timothy Claypole, Bill, and the Victorian guy. There was only the three of them, and Bill had died, and his next door neighbour was Mika, who ended up becoming one of the Different Strokes. Blimey, Rainbow. Well, yes, Rainbow.
Rainbow.
Oh, it's got to be mentioned, especially the twangers.
Oh, ah.
Can we play with our twangers, Jeffrey? And if you get chance, go onto YouTube and check out Rainbow Does Top Gear. Again, do not play it in front of the children, but it's funny as. Metal Mickey.
Ready, steady, ready, go with Metal Mickey.
That was a classic tune. And
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. There's some corking tracks on that.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. Oh, now, I mean, if you go back to the Saturday morning stuff on the telly, you'd got Swap Shop, you got Tiswas, there was Going Live. I mean, I was watching one of the Top of the Pops, you know, the 86. They did all the years, didn't they, the story of. And they were on about Bros's first big break. And I never realised Bros got their first big break on Going Live. It wasn't until they were on Going Live that they suddenly exploded into the band they were.
What was it? When Will I Be Famous?
Yeah.
Will I be famous?
And every bugger was wearing gross bottle tops on their shoes, remember?
Dumb. Juliet Bravo.
Oh, that was a good track.
Now, the other one was Cat's Eyes. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Big break.
Gareth has just put it in, hasn't he? The theme tune for Red Dwarf.
Dun, 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 dun,
I want
dun,
to
dun,
lie.
dun. Shipwrecked and
and
comatose.
Drinking fresh
mango
juice. Confession, nibbling up the toes. Oh, the Hulk. It's not the beginning of the Hulk. It was always
it's
the end.
Oh, it was the end. He had his little bag over his shoulder.
Dun, 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 dun.
That still brings a lump to me throat hearing that song. Oh, it was so sad. Will the Wisp.
Oh, I used to love Will o' the Wisp. Oh, what was the television called?
Evil Edna.
Evil Edna, yeah.
There was Will the Wisp, but what was the name of the fairy?
Oh, blooming heck.
Oh, hold on. I'm going to have to Google through it now.
Yes, that's right, Andy Summers. Yeah, he was one of the Luke. Was it Luke or Matt? I think it was Matt Goss, wasn't it? That was.
He
in Blade
also
2.
played the Elf Prince in Hellboy 2.
There we are. The fairy in Will-O-the-Wisp was Mavis Cruitt.
That's it, maybe screw it.
Dear God.
No, we'll not go down the road of fame, Grumpy. No.
No.
No. That's completely your street cred just disappeared there, kid.
His next one was going to be Glee.
Yeah, and Footloose.
Yeah, and he'd be getting timed out.
Do you remember Starfleet? Which had the Brian May intro. That was awesome. It was like a sort of very cheap puppet show. That was awesome. And there was the other one, the Terrorhawks.
Terrorhawks. I was just going to say Terrorhawks.
You want to go back? Jules and I tried to watch an episode of that about 2 weeks ago.
I've watched them all. They're brilliant.
I can't do it. And I forgot bloody Windsor Davis was one of the bloody sphere things.
Windsor Davis was Sergeant Zero.
Sergeant.
It was the French one. De Suite.
Oh, the flumps.
Doo-doo. Now, if we're going down the routes of the flumps, hello, little old lady. How do you do that? Chorlton and the Wheelies.
That's a lovely old woman. Never again.
Oh yeah. Okay, Ben, you've got it back now.
Yeah.
Maria, Aqua Maria.
Oh, Rowan, you awesome dude. Super grand.
Ben, go and check out. Like I said, that power themes. Go and check out the Stingray theme that they did for that, because it's got a mix of Aquamarina in it as well, and it's brilliant. It's really, really good.
Super grand. Billy Connolly did the theme tune for that. The Scunner Campbell.
Super grand with Gudrun Ure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, she was a classic. That was so cheesy. But
Banana Man.
Oh. That was a cheesy theme as well.
Well, it was basically the goodies, wasn't it?
Yeah, not far off. But the theme was so crap.
Really?
Whenever Eric eats a banana, he becomes. See, now Shane's mentioned the Wombles. Oh, Jamie and his magic. Jamie. That had to be the coolest theme tune around for kids' TV. That was just brilliant. Oh, I loved that one. And Trapdoor as well.
Oh, Trapdoor. I've got the full series on DVD.
Where's my dinner? Oh, the Moomins.
Oh, the Moomins.
I never worked that one out. They were like little naked hippopotami.
Pigeon Street. I remember it, but I can't remember the theme. Mr. Ben. Oh.
Well, that was just the perv that used to appear in the changing room, wasn't it? I mean, Nightmare. God, Nightmare takes me back when they used to put on the helmet and their mates had to do them around the CGI.
Yeah. Walk forward. I am doing. Yeah. Walk forward. I am doing. No, you're walking to the left. Walk forward.
Turn to your left. Now your other left.
Crystal Maze. Can't forget the Crystal Maze.
The original Tomorrow People.
Oh, yeah.
That freaked me out, the original Tomorrow People. The credits were so psychedelic.
I know somebody's mentioned it in chat already, but Flash Gordon, Blake 7. Dun, 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 dun.
Again, but that was going back to the BBC sort of radiophonic, wasn't it? It was that sort of very. There wasn't much atmosphere to it. It was very almost reedy.
Yeah.
You know, it was like epic music done on the cheap. Dukes of Hazzard. That was a
There's
classic.
some good old boys, never meaning no harm.
I love the American accent there.
Be all you ever saw, been in trouble with the law since the day you were born.
I can't remember how did the Wurzel Gummidge one go? Aidan, believe it or not, Aidan, Little Bro Vapes, he met Wurzel Gummidge.
It used to be Josie's babysitter.
John Pertwee.
John Pertwee was Josie's babysitter. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm just trying to think now. Dum 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 dum.
Fraggle Rock. Oh, I used to love Fraggle Rock.
Oh, serious,
With
Danny. I had it. Between that and the Monsters.
The Monsters were the best.
Yeah.
Just for the drag hearse in the Monsters. I always wanted that car.
I used to have a little model of it.
It was brilliant.
From Corgi.
I'd have liked to have my own Lily as well.
From the same gentleman who made the Batmobile and various other.
Yeah.
Fraggle Rock. I can remember the theme now, but don't ask me to hum it.
Dance your cares away. Worries for another day. Let the music play.
Down
the Fraggle Rock. Work your cares away.
No, I watched that on. I watched an episode of that on YouTube not that long ago, and I was disappointed because it was the American start of it, the American intro. Because you remember the British intro was a Scottish actor, and for the life of me, I can't remember his blood. Was it Fulton Mackay?
Yes, him out of Porridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the big dog. Oh, Charlton and the I do love Charlton and the Wheelies.
Yeah.
Hello, little old lady.
I'm not doing it again.
Oh, dinosaurs. Natty mum. Natty mama. Natty mama.
And yet, that was such a sad ending. To say it was a kids' program, it ended with them all being wiped out, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I never watched it. Oh, you just ruined it for me now.
No, sorry, dude. Stop the page.
Thundercats. I used to like, what were they called now? Not Thunderbirds. Were it Firebirds?
Battle of the Planets.
Battle of the Planets,
Yeah.
that's it.
Based on, that was based on Japanese anime.
Yeah. I
Known
think
as
it was
the-
one of the first early animes that came over.
Because the Americans got hold of it and redubbed it all.
Yeah.
Space, what was it? Science Patrol, something it was called. It was brilliant. Rocky?
Rocky? I
Rocky.
think that's the film. Dun, 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 dun.
And yet, that was more, the first Rocky was more of a classical soundtrack.
It was.
Yeah, I mean, it was that sort of disco horn section, wasn't it? Do, 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 do.
Battlestar Galactica, how did that one go?
I've got Buck Rogers in my head now.
I've got Colonel Wilma Deering in mine.
But there was words to it in the original pilot. The theme tune to Buck Rogers had words.
Is it?
Yeah.
Victoria Plum, isn't that a place where you get kitchens from?
Bathrooms.
Oh, God, Camp Duckula.
Oh, Count Doctor. Hey there, Ducky Poos. Never watched Pokemon. I was a bit too old for Pokemon.
Never too old for poking your mum.
I've never poked my mother. Sorry, sir.
Mom,
Lucifer
not
was
mum.
a good soundtrack as well.
Lucifer had some fantastic covers, and that was actually him singing a lot of it, wasn't it? What a voice that geezer's got. I think Victoria Plum, that was the one, all the toy range that they made into a cartoon. It was like the little girls with the different fruits as hats.
All right. Oh, I bypassed
Yeah,
that
I
one.
take it you had them then, Steve, yeah?
No. In fact, I seem to remember the Victoria Plum, weren't they the scratch and sniff ones? They actually smell. They had like a fruit on their little dress, and when you scratched it, it smelt of the fruit.
Is there something you wish to
Yeah, is this something that you would like to...
Yes, he had them next to his Barbie collection.
My Little Pony.
Yeah, and Tiny Tears.
I never had a Barbie. I had a Randy Raquel with real human hair, but that was about it.
He couldn't afford a Barbie, he had a Cindy instead.
Lee, somebody's already said Starsky and Hutch, but the wah wah disco tunes. To
Oh,
that
yeah,
were
I mean, it was
brilliant.
proper of that era.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, it's the same as Charlie's Angels. That was as well. But don't you find that a lot of the 70s stuff just seemed to have so much better music? Then you went into the 80s, and it wasn't really until the late 80s where you got the likes of Miami Vice and the rest of it, where everybody seemed to pick it up again. Steve had Pippa. Is there something you want to tell Jules, Betty?
Steve, did you have Pippa? I don't know who Pippa is.
No, I'm wondering who Pippa is. I've got some explaining to do if I did. Fruit dresses, yeah, it was the one. Victoria Plum.
Okay.
Okay. Well, saying that, I mean, you're talking about weird... I mean, it's like Transformers, wasn't it? Transformers was actually a toy before it was a cartoon.
But the film had some brilliant hair metal. It also had what's Eric Idle from Monty Python on it, because he gave voice to one of the characters.
Well, if you're talking about theme tunes, Life of Brian.
Oh God, yeah. Always look on the bright side of life.
I love that.
I'm Brian, and says my wife. And Serious Dan, I love you. Captain Pugwash. Now, how did the theme tune to Noggin the Nog go? Because I can't remember.
God.
Noggin the Nog was from the same stable as Captain Pugwash.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Oh, and Paddington. The original Paddington.
Doo-doo.
I'm trying to think
I'm
how
trying
that
to
one.
think. I ended up going into flumps then. As you do.
Oh, what was Paddington? No, I've lost it.
Oh, yeah.
But that was the one that was always on. You heard that, and I always knew in our house that was my signal for getting the front room tidied up because my dad was about to pull up. Because once Paddington had finished, the 6 o'clock news would be on, and my dad would be there.
Wait till your father gets home.
Wait till your father gets. Wait till your father gets. Wait till your father gets home.
I'm still set Paddington Bear.
Now, that's one we didn't mention last week, the James Bond theme.
It's a classic. It is so a classic. That's up there with obviously Mission Impossible. As soon as you hear it.
And yet, I loved the remix of it.
Oh, God, there's
they
been
released.
loads of remix. Alta Noise has done a remix of it. Moby's done it.
Moby's was cracking.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. Really did. But Have we said Star Trek? No, we
We
haven't.
haven't.
And that is an iconic soundtrack.
It certainly is. Both of them. I didn't like the Enterprise one. That were no, I didn't like that one.
I did. I like that one.
No.
No, I
But there
didn't like that. That was what would you call him, that opera singer dude guy? Oh God, what was his name? Bloody hell! They called him the Voice, didn't they?
But there was two versions because one was a lot slower and more acoustic than the other.
I mean, all you have. Thing is, though, all you have to do is listen to them. Ding, ding, and you instantly say space, the final frontier.
Final Frontier. And yet, the animated Star Trek didn't quite have that music, but it was similar enough to remind you of it, the original TV series. But they reused a lot of the music out of Star Trek, the animated series, in Tarzan.
Really?
There was a Tarzan cartoon, and they used a lot of the sort of tension music in that.
But when did Tarzan end up with photon torpedoes and?
It didn't.
I know the Next Generation theme tune was actually on Star Trek the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was the launch, the music they played at the launch of the Enterprise in
Yeah, that's
Star Trek
right.
the movie. Animaniacs.
Russell Watson. That was it. That was
Russell Watts were it. Yeah, he just kind of just. I mean, I appreciate that they wanted to break away from the Star Trek universe, but that was too much of a breakaway.
You know the one that nobody's mentioned? Last of the Summer Wine.
Do you know something? When we was doing Last of the Summer Vapes, obviously we managed to get hold of that theme tune, but I had to search and search to make sure it wasn't copyrighted, and it was not. Believe it or not, it's free copyright, that one.
Rod Stewart did the original of Enterprise: Fate of the Heart. I never knew that, Ben.
Really?
Yeah.
I never knew that. I always thought it was that Russell Watson bloke.
Yeah, I think he did the cover, but Rod did the original. Now, oh God, there was one that just popped into my head then.
Down, 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 down.
Selwyn Froggatt.
Oh God, yeah.
Do 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 do. Never mind. Oh man,
Mike's just said Grange Hill. Down, 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 dun, 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 dun.
now what was the theme tune to Man in a Suitcase? I seem to remember that was rather funky.
Man in a Suitcase.
Yeah, it was an American 60s.
I can't remember that one.
Hold on.
Don't play it.
kind of along the same kind of vein. Was it Department S? That was
Open All Hours. Oh, I love Open All Hours.
Jason Thingy.
Yeah.
We're off to Bottom Moon to follow Mr. Spoon. Inspector Gadget. Do 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 do.
That's it. Man in the Suitcase was the music that Vic Reeve and Bob Mortimer used for Vic's big night out. That do 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 do. It was quite funky. It was awesome.
That was serious, Dan. That's a good one. Dad's Army. Who do you think you are kidding, Mr.
Hitler?
Don't tell him your name, Pike.
Open all hours.
Dawn, you must be very, very close to me then. Very
She is.
close.
Edlow. Randall and Hopkirk. That was another cracker.
Deceased. Don't forget the deceased.
Yeah, you've got to have the deceased bit.
Didn't enjoy the remake of that
Nah.
at all.
No, that was... Wasn't that blooming what's his face? You just mentioned him.
Yeah, Reeves and Mortimer.
Yeah, Reeves and Mortimer. Yeah.
It was a good effort, but nowhere near. Dungeons and Dragons. I love
I
that
used to love that
cartoon.
one. That was a great cartoon, that.
Sapphire and Steel had a great theme tune as well. For back in
Oh,
the day.
yeah.
Oh, that used to freak me out. Oh, that whole program freaked me out. The bad guy with no face.
Mm.
Oh,
I used to love Sapphire and Steel.
great spoken intro though. Heavy elements shall not be used. Oh, the Vic and Bob one just
Hong
wasn't
Kong
right.
Louie, #1 super guy.
Oh, The Saint.
The Saint, yeah.
Oh, not the original, the Ian Ogilvy,
Mm.
the 70s. With
That
the
was our
saxophone.
Saint.
Yeah, with a car I always wanted, and apparently when I went to buy one, they were shit.
The XJS.
AXJS.
Yeah, but the white. It had to be the white.
White XJS. Oh, yes.
Oh, the Prisoner as well. That was
Well,
a
guys,
cracker.
we're over time.
No way.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes past 9.
Oh, dudes. Well, thank you. Because I've thoroughly enjoyed this last sort of 50 minutes. It's just flown.
Yeah, and yet again, I'm taking a note of some of these programs because it's jogged the memory banks again to, I want to go and watch it. I want to go and watch it. Not for the fact that I'll probably end up watching the whole series or whatever, but I just want to watch that, the original, the pilot episode. Just for the theme tunes and also just to see, how does it stand up to now?
Tomorrow's World theme.
Which one?
The old 70s.
Do, 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 do.
That's the one. And the Herb Garden.
The Monkeys.
Parsley the Lion.
Another one, the Krypton Factor.
Oh, God, yeah.
And that was Art of Noise, that.
No way.
Yeah, that was Art of Noise, the Krypton Factor.
Oh, that's taking me right back to stopping at my grandma's. Humpty Dumpty's coming. No, Andy Pandy.
Andy Pandy. Oh, blooming heck, Andy Pandy. Oh, can you remember Lamb Chops and all?
Vaguely, wasn't that the American comedian?
That freaked me out. There was just something with the voice.
Teenage
Lamb
Mutant
Chops.
Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I was just at that age when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out. I was at that age where that's kid stuff.
I'd just discovered
You were,
dope. So
you were discovering girls.
I was more interested in girls and heavy rock music at that point.
oh, it was Camberwick Green,
Camberwick Green.
because they always had the biscuit factory, didn't they? They had the dance at the end.
Like, which one was the one with the theme? And he came out of the.
That was
It came out the
Is that
top.
which one came
that
out?
was
of the music?
Trumpton, wasn't
That-
it?
Was that Trumpton?
I'm sure that was Trumpton.
Because Trumpton's you who puke man we grew compatible.
Yeah, and then there was Camberwick Green was like the offshoot. No, I think it was Camberwick Green with Windy Miller, so he would have been the music box. Demon Headmaster.
The Demon Headmaster.
Yeah, it was an 80s one, and then they remade it recently. The young one soon.
Once in every
Don't do-
lifetime.
Living Doll still has to be the best cover of Cliff Richard I've ever heard. By
It's the only Cliff Richard song I've ever bought. The only one.
You never bought Mistletoe and Wine? You
No,
Philistine.
sorry, no.
Actually, there is one Cliff Richard song that I have been known to hum now and again. Devil Woman.
Yeah, that wasn't a too bad one. What was that one where he was doing roller skates?
Wired for Sound.
That's the one I was trying to think of, yeah.
Because that wasn't actually a bad tune.
Carrie doesn't live here anymore either.
I've never been a fan of Cliff Richard.
Sri Lewis, that was it. She was Canadian. Sorry, Bronco.
She was Canadian.
No, the voice just freaked me out.
Oh, Hitchhikers. Do 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 do. Wee. That was brilliant.
I love that.
Xanadu. Ski Sunday. Yes, that was a classic.
Ski Sunday. Yeah, that one.
That's the one. Grandstand. So that's Vic's.
Vic's old tune.
But do you remember what was the world of... What was the one for World of Sport? World of Sport had a really catchy one. That was the ITV, wasn't it?
Yeah, ITV.
Hold on.
With Dick, was it Dickie
Davis?
Like Davis.
Oh, here we go. World of Sport theme. Oh, don't. Why do they always give me adverts?
Well, don't play it because blooming I'll get done for copyright.
No, I can hear it. Oh, that was proper 70s.
What? How did it go?
Do 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 do.
We're turning into never mind the Buzzcocks, aren't we? Hey, that would be a good show. That I know we're talking live. We could do and never mind the Buzzcocks, and you got to do the intros.
Oh, I like that idea.
I don't.
That would be good. That
I do, because we could each do one and then chat after guess what the
No.
intro is.
yeah,
No,
chat could.
No, you two can fucking do one.
Oh, what was the Pot Black one?
Pot Black.
Pot Black. Do you remember the snooker? I seem to remember. Oh, and of course there's Bullseye.
Oh, Bullseye. And Record Breakers. Minder, sing the theme tune, play the theme tune.
Oh, for God's sakes. One song to the tune of another. Oh, God, no. Live remix. No.
No.
Oh, here we go. Dum, Pot Black was the old pub piano. It was almost like The Entertainer, but God, that's going back.
Which is that one that did Snooker Loopy? Snooker Loopy, not so wait. Big Break, that's it.
Big Break, yeah. We're going to be snookering you tonight. Really?
As long as you chalk your tip.
Hope it's chips, it's chips. We hope it's chips, it's chips.
I don't believe in Concord.
Old John Virgo, bless him.
Do you remember the old club adverts?
Ba 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 club.
Oh, there was Lubba
like a lot
Club.
of chocolate on
Lubba Dubba Lubba Club. If you don't love a club, da 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 da. Everyone loves a club.
That's as bad as the Kiora one.
Kiora.
I'll be your dog.
It's the orange for crows is just for me, my dog. I'll be your dog.
Or the trio.
Trio! Too loud.
Bongo, they drink it in the Congo.
No. That's that. No. We draw the line at Umbongo.
Bongo.
Oh, Welcome Back, Cotter. That's one I remember. Oh, what was the other one set in schools? The guy recently died that played one of the characters. Run Around.
Run around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It ain't our fault, Mum. Oh, what was that one? Meet the boys, cause the boys are here.
The boys to entertain you.
Carawalla.
I remember when they
Why do
did
you tell
Whispering
them
Glass.
your secrets.
Oh, Dawn. Skull, skull, skull,
Skull, skull, skull, skull, skull, skull. Why aren't you singing along, Lucky Eddie? I don't know the words.
We're going from theme tunes to blooming adverts.
Oh, Bread was. Oh, I want to be a model. Soon as we get home, bread. We'll make it and we'll take it home, bread. Do, 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 do.
I
Keep
remember
it in the
watching it.
family.
Yeah.
We'll be right at home.
Brush strokes.
Oh,
Because of you.
these things I do.
You rim out
Gotta
to,
get up, gotta get out. Grab the world by the throat and shout. Buy it, sell it, the game's getting hard. Someone's dealing you a losing card. Find the penny and missing the pound. That's the one.
And we've got to have one for Betty, haven't we? Can you remember Take the High? Was it Take the Highway?
Take the high road.
High Road.
No, I can't remember the theme tune of that, to be honest.
Andy North's obviously putting the freshness back there.
Bill, no need for to leave that cat alone, you rotten swine, you, sir. Ha, ying tong, ying tong, ying tong, ying tong, ying tong, ying tong, ying tong. I know it came from the radio, but when you go back that far, the Goons were the first sort of crossover from entertainment onto vinyl, weren't they?
Yeah. I've got about
I'm
about
walking
7 or 8
backwards for
CDs of theirs
Christmas.
with about MP3s with all their shows on.
Oh, I loved them. Then you had the Hancock's Half Hour. Blaster Bates. Do you remember him?
Yes.
Blaster Bates was a guy that used to do Demolition. And basically, a lot of his records are the after dinner speeches that he used to give to the Rotary Club.
Yeah.
And he travelled the country talking about blowing up tree stumps and things in Cheshire. But the one of his classic tracks is The Shower of Shit over Shropshire, because somebody asked him to clear a cesspit. So he basically hoyed in about 12 pounds of dynamite. And there was an Italian POW immigrant stood down the bottom of the field, and they didn't notice him until they'd lit the fuse. And he describes it. They're running towards him, and then suddenly they see where the fuse is, so they start running away. And there's this almighty boom, and this oily sheen suddenly appears over the field. And then all of a sudden, about 20 tons of shit just lands on top of this Italian guy.
Daryl, I think you meant to put in Beans Means Heinz.
Oh, Beans means Heinz. Yeah, that one. Didn't think he was that unwell though.
Yeah, Big Mooney, yeah, he's not very well.
Yeah, he's got a dickie's tummy again.
Has he got the SoulOhms?
No, it suffers from
Oh, has he got
acid
Doodah?
reflux and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
That isn't fun. Waterboy. I don't remember. What? Ah, is that the Cajun one? It is Waterboy. It's the Adam Sandler movie.
Oh, never seen it.
Oh, you're missing a treat.
Never seen it.
You can do it. You can do it all night long.
Eh?
And if you want another really good one that's got Rob Schneider in, Big Stan. It's like a Mickey take out of Mean Machine. But it's got Rob Schneider in. It's got... who's the guy that starred in Kung Fu?
Carradine.
David Carradine's in it as well. Brilliant comedy. Airheads, that was a cracking film.
Yeah, Airheads were good.
Oh,
Water Margin.
how could we forget that? Liang Shampo. And Monkey.
Oh, Monkey was ace. Yeah, True Blood. They had some corking tracks in that. Another one. If you like True Blood, the motorbike one. Brain's gone dead.
Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy. The soundtracks from them are absolutely fantastic.
Justified. That is another one with some amazing. It's a lot of the soundtrack to that is a mix of bluegrass and hip hop, and it doesn't sound like it goes together. It is awesome. Proper badass music. It's brilliant, and there's a cracking cover of "Stand By Your Man" on it as well.
Stand by your man.
Yeah.
There you go.
It goes very nicely with the Victoria Plum dolls. Thank you. The Wrong Missy. I've not seen that one.
The Wrong Missy. Interesting.
Well, we're on 9:20, boys.
Yes, are we going to call it?
I think we ought to, because I am old and tired.
Oh.
Yeah, me too. And my colostomy bag needs emptied.
Do what I do, mate. I've run an overflow into a bucket here. Kickstart.
With Peter Purvis. I used to love that. The bike trials.
So did I. Used to love it as well. But it was it was the cringiness though when the kids were on the bikes and they would come off and you know that
their testicles have just gone up into their throat.
TMI. What's TMI? Not heard of TMI before.
Scooby-Doo.
Oh yeah, it's a classic.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
But I used to like it before Scrappy came in. I found Scrappy annoying.
yeah.
It's got to be the original. Scooby-Doo, where are you? Forget this Scrappy business.
Yeah, I want into Scrappy Doo. No, sorry.
I don't think anybody was, mate. Oh, anyway, chat. Thank you so much for joining us on this little nostalgic trip. And I'm once again, we've started off in one place and ended up way over there.
Oh, way over there.
Captain Caveman. That was a classic as well. And Josie and the Pussycats as well. That was funky.
Meep, meep.
But I do like the idea of Never Mind the Buzzcocks. We have to do the theme tune.
I think that'd be awesome, that.
Right, no, you need to give me about a week so I can learn the theme tunes then.
That's fair enough. Guys, thank you for joining us. Honest, I love these little meanders down memory lane. They're just... I must admit, I'm probably 10 years old again, sat waiting for Dr. Snuggles to come on. Dr. Snuggles. Do, 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 do.
That's a new one on me.
Dr. Snuggles, that's a classic, that is.
Must only been in England. It must have been too shit to show north of the border.
4:15. Children's ITV it was on. Right.
Snuggles. It sounds like the start of some kind of creepy horror movie, doesn't it?
Oh no, he was a bald old fat bloke that used to talk to animals.
Must the
Basically,
That's my
Snowman.
case.
Yes, Quantum Leap. And Ben, big shout out to Ben. I'd hate to imagine what time it is. It must be silly o'clock in the morning for you.
and congratulations on the weight loss, mate.
Big congrats.
Doing a cracking job. Right, Stevie, do you want to?
No.
Oh,
I'm disappointed. Scratch and sniff.
There's nothing wrong with scratch and sniff.
Depends what you're scratching and sniffing, though. Not for toy dresses. Man.
We knew it was going to go down that road, didn't we? Straight away, as soon as you mentioned it.
So, chat, thanks again for joining us. And as Steve said, for a show that went from here, went as it normally does. It's been a great show. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Again, you've given me a lot of food for thought with some of the shows and things like that I've been putting in. So, yeah, join us again next week for more Scratch and Sniff. And join my other... and a big thank you to my other two weirdos for another fantastic Thursday night. Just taking that trip down memory lane and peeing up against somebody's garage and shit like that. So, yeah. So, same time, same place next week.
God
Bye,
knows
chaps.
what.
Over to me.
Over to you, boss.
Betty, BFG, thank you so much for an awesome show. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Guys in chat, you've been absolutely ace. They've been kicking it out. Got to say, the amount of times that people have typed in "Tiz was" is unbelievable.
Sally James boots. It's well understandable.
Well, it is totally understandable. If you've liked the show, please give it a like and share the actual show about if you can do. Get some more people in as well. So thanks ever so much to everybody in chat, the Spanners especially, for looking after chat as well. It's been an awesome show. I love it when we end up going down memory lane. I really do. I just love it to bits.
OTT, the naughty version. Sally James never did the balloon dance, so I'm very disappointed on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very true.
She had her own balloons.
She certainly did.
I say.
So, from Betty, BFG, and myself, we wish you a good night, and we'll see you all next week. So, bye!
Adios, muchachos. Hey, the whole world with a rainbow.
That's a sorry, Dan.